Hi, I'm Carole Silverstein. Here we are at Gallery 169 near the beach in Santa Monica at my solo show, In Your Thousand Other Forms. I'm looking at patterns from many different cultures and how they interact. And I'm hoping the forms in the paintings open up all of your different thousand other forms. It's an interaction about yourself as much as myself in making these paintings. My paintings intend to elevate the feminine and the sacred. And in the patterns that I'm using, I'm really interested in their symbolic meaning, covert symbolic meaning as well, either in the sacred geometries or in the interlaces that are in each of these patterns, the figure ground, and what they represent as screens, veils, portals to other worlds. So I'm really interested in the meaning and the mixing and the juxtaposing of them and discovering a new language with them. So this painting is called The Certainty of Tides, and the patterns that I'm working with here, this is a Japanese wave pattern that I've used on this side, and on this side is a Moroccan sacred geometry pattern of stars and florets. It's macro and micro. And it's in the form of kind of a wave and an arch, both architectural and talking about the wave of the ocean and movement. There's a lot that goes on too with fluidity and solidity, boundaries and expansiveness. I want my paintings to be intimate but also expansive. The sand that's in the gallery is grounding and also ethereal. So I'm looking for those different dichotomies and interchanges. So this painting is called The Deepest Ocean. I really want you to get lost in the colors, the different kinds of blues and the space, the deepest space that's suggested. So I'm really interested in you having a seduced visual vibration from all these different patterns and how they talk to one another, how they juxtapose, how they blend, and how they make your mind wander into dream space. Series of prints are from original collages that I make in books, and I've been doing them for 20 years. And they are sort of quick counterparts to the paintings. The paintings are very, very slow and methodical. Collages I make sitting on the floor as I do the paintings, but I have pre-made cut patterns. And I try to make them as quickly as possible so that I can access the dream space through the intuitive, the non-linear, through speed. And they are all original to the same size as they are in the books. So this piece is called This Ache in Your Heart is Holy. I started with the pattern in the background. It's from a Persian source of interlace that is vine and suggests growth and life and infinity. So I'm interested in these patterns that also suggest infinity, even as I break some of the patterns. So I started with the ground, and then I inserted the portal, the arch, into it in this one. In other paintings, I work in a different way, where I start with the composition and insert the patterns into them. Originally, I did a layer of red and then the silver on top, so that illuminates from certain angles, and then it disappears again when you're in another space, or when the light shifts throughout the day. So there's so much going on about time, the time it took me to paint them, the time that you look at them, the time that the light shifts throughout the day. So I get lost in them too, and my mind wanders, and I want that to happen for you as well. This painting is called Intricate Maze, and this is one of the paintings where I started with a composition taken from the Tale of Genji, 12th century scroll from Japan, where the view is called the blown away roof style, as if you're hovering from above and looking into the scene. And you can see the sort of cloud forms looking into the scene, and I've put the patterns inside, taken the people out. And I've included that same Persian interlace pattern with the silver on top, and then other patterns from different places. There's a lot of screens and veils, and then portals. This is another way where I'm using portals and thresholds and having your mind jump between the juxtapositions. So a lot of people ask me about the sand in the space and why I put it into the space. And there's a lot of different reasons. One is it refers to Tibetan sand mandalas. You know, you can see sometimes their footprints, or some people draw into it. So it invites the viewer to participate, but it also is a way of painting the space and making you more aware of your body in the space. And it ties the entire space and show together. And it's a way, when I sprinkle it around the edges and the borders of the gallery, that it's kind of invoking the spirits.